Hey, what's up, everybody? This is if you're watching this as a replay, um, this is a replay of a live stream. And I know that it's, first of all, early in the morning on a Sunday morning, so may not be a lot of people going to watch this one. But, and I haven't made a video on this channel, the Old Barn Homestead channel, in a long time. So I've got the camera outside and it's raining. And I'm standing just inside the shop door. So anyway, the interesting thing about this channel is that even though I hadn't made a video on it in months, it's continued to get new views and new subscribers, and there's a couple of videos that just really launched. I don't know why, you know, just random stuff, YouTube unexplained stuff. So but I wanted to say that what I want to start doing is making a live stream every day on this channel, and do it in the morning, do it when I first get up before I get going in the shop. And you know, and the real purpose of this channel originally was to kind of be more of a vlog style channel, to just kind of show the goings on, the issues, the day-to-day, what the plan for the day is, you know, that kind of stuff. And then I have the Turbo Cobra channel, and it, you know, it sort of got the two sort of got mingled together. Sometimes I would show actual work being done on this channel, but I need to keep that organized. I need to keep a distinct line that this channel, the Old Barn Homestead channel, is about vlogging and just the daily grind and the daily whatever's going on. And the other channel is for fabrication, machining, welding, to do projects, that kind of thing. So I usually, you know, if you guys that watched this channel before may remember that I asked a lot of questions on the other channel. So it was kind of a way to get you guys, bring you along, and include your input into what goes on around here, you know, on a day-to-day basis. So anyway, so so I'm going to make these as live streams instead of running around with a camera like I was doing before, because honestly it makes it a lot easier for me. It's a lot easier to do a live stream because the video gets uploaded directly to YouTube. Hey Leonard, or is it Shannon? I can't remember. Leonard, Shannon. And so I don't have to, you know, deal with all the footage and getting it offloaded on my computer and editing all the clips together, doing the upload and waiting for that to happen. So I can make a quick 20-minute live stream, get you guys caught up to date on what the plan is for the day, and any issues, any questions that I have that you may have input into. And then the other thing that I want to have, like, one topic that I think of beforehand, like, you know, to throw out there that we talk about. And also I want to bring one question or comment from the previous day's video to the forefront and just mention it, you know, that kind of thing. So anyway, I want to try to keep them fairly short. A lot of the live streams I do on the other channel are pretty long. They're about, you know, 30-40 minutes, some of them longer. I'd like to keep these to about 15-20 minutes, somewhere in that range, no more than 20. Maybe some days shorter than that if I don't have a lot to say. Again, if you can catch it on the live stream, great. If you can't catch the live stream, then I'm going to leave the replays up. So, you know, if you're on your way to work in the mornings or whatever, you can just hop on and check it out that way. So again, for those of you that are just joining the Old Barn Homestead channel, I haven't made a video on this channel in a long time. And I've sort of mixed the channels together, and now what I'm going to do is start making a daily live stream on this channel and bring you up to speed on what's going on. It's early on Sunday morning. You can see it's still dark outside here, and it's raining out. And so I've been up since about 2 a.m. Because there were some storms that rolled through. And the one thing about that's interesting, you can see the spray foam back there behind me. is that I expected it to, from an acoustic point of view, really quieten down the shop on the inside. And what it did do is it's kind of stopped that echoey, tinny sound that it would have if you didn't have any insulation in. It's got a good sound in it. You can hear me. I'm standing in here now. There's no echo or anything. And I think in general my audio is pretty good on the videos, even though now I don't even use an external mic. I used to use an external Rode mic, and that became a hassle because it just sucked up a lot of 9-volt battery juice, and I could never keep batteries in stock for it. So, but I try to just stay close to the camera, and so that you can hear me good. But anyway, the spray foam, because there's no drop ceiling below the spray foam, it's essentially the tin roof and then the spray foam and then the shop, and it's the same thing basically in the living area. When it rains, it's really loud in here. Even just like a moderate rain sounds like it's just coming a torrential downpour. So if it's raining in the middle of the night, I'm gonna be up. And the other reason I get up is because I still have the issues with water coming into the shop. And I don't know, it's been a long time since I've got a lot of water in, but like this morning, just you can see a little bit started to creep in under that toolbox over there, and I got the shop back out and just kind of keep an eye on that to keep it from running all out into the floor. And I really need to deal with that and get that sorted out once and for all. But I got the paint booth going and lots of other projects and things I need to do. But one of the things I'm working on is, I have the metal bender kits, and those, I still sell. I get orders for plans on those on a regular basis. I mean, maybe 3 or 4 a week. The actual kits themselves, I get those kind of trickle in, maybe a couple a month, 3 or 4 a month, something like that. So I keep all the stuff in stock for them, and I usually keep it all cut up over there. So when an order comes in, I just put it in a box and ship it out. But I was thinking of a different kind of bender that I could come up with, like a little sheet metal brake, using many of the same components that the rod bender uses, so that it would make it a sort of a dual purpose thing, and I could reuse the material and use it for both kits. So I've been working on trying to come up with that using like barrel hinges for fences, and as the pivot mechanism for the bending wing. And it's just going to be a little small sheet metal brake, just for little home shops, little guys, so you throw it on in your bench vise and use it to make quick bends in metal. And I think it should be able to bend 1/8" material pretty easily, and maybe even some thicker material than that. But for sure, sheet metal, of any thickness, because again, it's going to be short, and it's going to be made out of that 3/8 by 3 angle iron, which is some, in a short length, is some really stout stuff. It's solid stuff. So I just started looking at that and kind of been texting back and forth with Eco Mouse Design on, some different potential ideas on how to do that. Anytime you're going to put a kit together for DIY guys, I mean, it really needs to be, my whole goal is to make it functional, make it something, if you get it and put it together, that you're thinking, okay, this works well, it's worth the effort, it's worth the money that you put into it, whether you buy the plans or buy the full kit. And two, just that anybody can do it. If you got some basic tools around grinders and a drill press, that kind of thing, a welder, then you can put one of these together. So that's kind of the thought. So I always try to keep the home gamer in mind when I'm doing it, because those are going to be my customers. The guys that are experienced welders and fabricators and have big shops, they're not going to get something like that. They've got bigger, better equipment, and and I kind of always go back to where I started from, which is before I had this shop, I had a little home garage, and I was always needing to bend a piece of flat stock, to make a bracket with, or just constantly needing to do it. And it was one of those deals where you're always putting it in the vise and heating it up, bending it over, or something, and that works okay. You can do that. But if you had a little break, you know, it might make it a little easier to get a nicer bend, a more crisp bend, a more accurate bend. And especially if you're, you know, trying to do it on sheet metal and you want to make it, you know, make something pretty nice. So I'm working on that. I don't know if you guys have seen those gate hinges or barrel hinges that you see like for fence companies sell them, and they're used in like big heavy duty steel gates. But they're you know, it's got a socket and a pin, and they have grease zerks on them, and they have a really nice fit, and they I don't know how well they wear or whatever, but they turn nice, and they're fairly inexpensive to buy, and I thought that would be something pretty cool to make a kit out of. So anyway, I just started kind of looking at that. And so on tomorrow's video, I went on a sales call yesterday or Friday to visit a local company about giving them a quote on some stainless work. And it's pretty interesting, you know, to see how these kind of things go. And hey, what's up, Mark? Cover Cats. So I thought I would kind of tell you about that and kind of how that ended. And I yesterday morning when I got up, a lot of times when I get up in the mornings, I do a lot of my administrative stuff, you know, working on quotes, you know, getting things ready to ship, that kind of thing. Just get that out of the way before I get out here and get going. Otherwise I won't do it, you know. It's just how it is. So yesterday morning, Saturday morning, I typed up the quote for them and sent it over. I don't think I'm going to get the job because, you know, some of the dynamics at play there, but I wanted to talk about that a little bit, and just, it's kind of interesting, and, you know, see what you guys think about it. So anyway, guys, that's about it today. Again, if you're watching this on the replay, or if you just joined here, the main purpose of this was to say that the Old Barn Homestead channel, I haven't made any videos on it in a long time, and my intention is, for one thing, it just got to be too much, you know, trying to make a video every day on that, the filming, the editing, plus filming all the project work, and, you know, keeping all the clips straight on my cameras and phone. It's a lot of overhead, and live streams are really quick and easy to do. I don't have to deal with the footage, I don't have to deal with the editing. You just make them, this is going up live, and once I'm done, it'll become, you know, viewable by everyone. The only downside to the live streams are, yeah, they're kind of windy, and it's, you know, but people that want to watch and know the details and just hear me, you know, there's a lot of people that just want to hear me talk. Did I say a lot of people? Okay, maybe there's a few people that want to hear me talk. All right, well, fine. You know, maybe there's like one person that wants to hear me talk, but for that one person that wants to hear me talk, they can, if they don't catch the live stream, they can go back and watch it as the replay. And you know, I can get a 20-minute video, and my total time invested in that is exactly 20 minutes, because there is no extra effort to go on the back end of making thumbnails and editing the clips together and adjusting the audio levels. And I mean, it's for those of you that make YouTube videos, and I'm not trying to, you know, complain to you about what it is, because it is part of my job, part of my business model. There's just a lot to it, you know, and so I want to really focus on the good editing and do that for the project videos, and the videos that I'm, you know, they're just vlogs or just kind of walking around giving you updates. Yakety smackety, that's a good way to say it. So the you know, so Old Barn Homestead will be just shop updates, some kind of fabrication topic, some kind of topic about the business, some kind of topic about one of the machines, whether it's the air compressor update or, you know, little kits or things I've got planned for the future, to kind of put those out there and get your ideas on them. You know, because you guys are kind of my virtual team. I'm a one-man show. I do all the marketing, all the shipping, cleaning. Brad Bergman's asking about the ceiling in the man cave. You know, that that was one of the things I asked early on. I think those boards are 55 inches long between the spans. And not to get off topic here, but I'll answer that question and I'll get back and finish that up. And we're at 15 minutes now, so I'm gonna not go any longer than 20 minutes on this because, you know, I'll just yakety smackety all day. But it was one of the questions I asked about that, you know, and did I need to put any kind of and in fact, some of the runs, I have a 2x4 above those boards that goes, you know, the hard way, and I've screwed up into those boards to kind of give some lateral strength along the way. And it's been, you know, a year or so since those have been put in there, and they look basically the same. You know, they don't appear to be bowing or sagging or anything. Again, it's 55 inches long. So, and they're tongue and groove together, which, you know, that adds a little rigidity to it. So far it's held up well. Mark from Cover Cats just put a comment up, and I missed it. I saw it, something about steampunk furniture, but so anyway, I'll just show you in the shop what it looks like in here right now. Had several little paint projects this week, and I've got one or two small ones next week, but I drug that shop back out because I've been up since 2 this morning, which is when all the rain, we had some rain and storms come through. But anyway, so I pulled the plastic back out of the way. This is kind of where it creeps in right here under the garage door, a roll-up door, and a little bit got in there, but it was you know, it was what it is when you get those big flash floods, it just downpours a lot in a short period of time. That's what does it. A normal, just kind of moderate rain, or even a fairly heavy rain, you won't really get much in there, but I definitely need to deal with that. And then you can see some jobs that I've cut on the plasma table there. Some signs back in there. You can see the one box I got ready to go out to a customer tomorrow. So, and then I didn't get anything done on the paint booth this week. I need to, hopefully I can get 2 or 3 days, you know, back to back on it out there and make some progress. Hey, Reed, good morning, sir. So I've said this a few times in the video, and if you've already heard me say it, I apologize. People are joining and all, but I'm back. I'm gonna start making live stream videos on the Old Barn Homestead every day, and just kind of talking about shop life, some of the, you know, whatever the plan is for the day, whatever I'm working on for the day, whatever the issues are, equipment, getting your input, talking about new projects or kits that I want to come up with. And then the other channel, Turbo Cobra, is going to be dedicated to showing the work, showing the builds, you know, the fabrication, the welding, that kind of thing. A lot of people, when I stopped making videos on this channel, they sent me emails and things, and they said, I actually prefer your Old Barn Homestead channel better than your, you know, because I guess after a while, once you've seen me make 2 or 3 pieces of metal art, once you've seen me weld up some stuff, I mean, honestly, it's just more of the same. I do need to put up some cooler builds, some new things, you know, for the channel, just to keep, you know, people interested. And also just as new business opportunities for me, you know, kits and things I can make plans off of. So JC Smith, I watch his channel. I don't get to catch every video, but I do check him out here and there. He's doing some shop organization, and I saw he had one video, I didn't click on it, but he had a title that looked similar to a title I had on a recent video. Anyway, so Old Barn Homestead, I'm gonna have a daily live stream on this channel, and again, shop life, showing you what's going on. The Turbo Cobra channel is gonna be showing just the normal builds and projects and completed work and all that. So just try to keep the two of them separate and have content for both. And so look for these live streams every morning. I'll make them as early as I can. My, you know, wake up schedule kind of varies because I'm self-employed. I don't really create a lot of structure in that. I'm usually up really early. Some days I don't get up early, but generally I'm up and going, you know, pretty early in the morning every day. But sometimes I will hey, Jimmy's Tractor. Sometimes I'll work on into the night, or sometimes I'll, just be up really late watching something on YouTube or whatever, get my sleep cycle messed up, and then I'm sleeping late. But that rarely happens, although it does happen on occasion. But my goal is to get out here and get a live stream up really early in the morning. So we've reached 20 minutes. Look for the live stream videos. Tomorrow morning's topic is going to be telling you about a recent sales call that I went on, and a bid I did for a local job, and kind of some of the dynamics from that. So I'll see you guys. I really appreciate all you guys watching and joining, and all the comments and support, and people that send me stuff, and it's you guys mean a lot, and I appreciate it. So I'll see you soon. Talk to you tomorrow.